So last time we looked at the audio output. Let's take a look at the audio input today. This is the microphone amplification system, right? So the microphone attaches here, and it gets through this op amp and this op amp, and then there's a little transistor here. And so let's take a look at this. Let's zoom down in. Okay, so the input is here. There's also a couple other inputs. This path here where it's capacitively coupled in, that comes from the rear connector. The rear connector also allows you to input audio into this system. For this and this, I'm not actually quite sure what those are doing right now. They're either sending more signals in or sending this signal out someplace, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to be taking a look at the microphone preamp, okay? So, what does the microphone preamp look like? It's using an LM324, I believe, or does it? Let's see, UA and UB. No, I think this is an LM358. I think this is an LM358 op amp. All right, so let's take a look here. It comes in, we have a capacitor to ground here. That's just to kill noise. It has an input into the first stage here. All right, so let's take a look at that. We take the input. Now, this device is not an op amp that has plus and minus voltages on it, right? It doesn't have minus 12 and plus 12. It's operating from ground to plus 8, I think. Ground to plus 8. So we need to have our signal in the middle of that range. I had one video on how you set offsets into op amps, or how you use single-ended op amps. I think I have two videos, one for single-ended op amps and one for offsetting op amps. Well, this one here, what they do is they offset the input. They say, okay, we're going to bring the input, it doesn't matter where it is, it's going to go through this capacitor. Now we can set the DC level. The AC level is still going to whack up and down, but the DC level will be balanced. And we're going to put a 100K resistor and a 100K resistor between ground and 5 volts. So we will be centered at 2.5 volts, and we'll be wiggling up and down. So our op amp will be happy. We'll be right in the middle of the range, right? All right. So it comes into the op amp, and it looks like I don't understand this configuration. I don't know how that works, right? So you simplify it. You say, okay, well, what would it look like if you understood it? Well, I would understand this, right? If we're going into the non-inverting input to the op amp, and we have a resistor to ground and a feedback resistor, well, that's a non-inverting amplifier setup. And we have 47K and 270 ohms, so we have quite a bit of gain in this system, right? And you can say, well, but we didn't tie it to ground. But you sort of did. At least AC-wise, you did. We have a 10 microfarad capacitor here, so the AC signal can go to ground. So this makes the op amp amplify AC, but not amplify DC, and so that's why that's done there, right? And then the output, it has a little capacitance, and that's just to kill some noise. All right, so then what's the next stage? Well, it goes through an RCR, okay? That's just a high-pass, a low-pass filter, right? Any high frequency will get killed. So this is a low-pass filter, rolls it off. And then it goes into the next stage. Well, let's take a look at that, see if we understand that one. I haven't looked at this yet. Let's see here. Yeah, this is a funny configuration. This has some filtering associated with it, right? We're going to have a low pass here. We're going to have a high pass here. High frequency will go through that capacitor. High frequency will be killed on this side of the capacitor. So this is kind of acts like a filter, kind of an equalization filter. When you're looking at radio systems, you don't want to amplify every single frequency. It's not high fidelity. You really only need to look at, maybe between, just for sake of argument, say audio is 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. You're really only talking about maybe 1,000 to 3,000 for the human voice. And so you're going to throw away some of the stuff because you don't need it, and you'll do some filtering. All right, so that's probably some filtering. Like I said, I haven't analyzed the circuit, but that's what I'm assuming that thing is. and then it's going to come over here to PL. Now, I looked around for a while, and I think PL is just a test point. It's just a way for you to look at the test point, okay? So it comes into here. Well, if just this was here, all right, then you say, oh, that's like a volume knob, right? It goes, the signal comes in here, and then you take some percentage of that signal off. So this is just a volume knob, all right? So this is total signal. PL will be the value of the total signal, and then you will take some percentage of that and send it off somewhere else. But there's this extra transistor in here. Well, that transistor shorts this thing out. And this transistor comes on when there's something called B8R. Now, that's an 8-volt reference. It's only high when you're in receive mode, okay? So when you're in receive mode, you blank this, and it makes sure your microphone doesn't get through if you're receiving. When you're transmitting, this will go low, and then the transistor will be off, and then it will just be like I just explained. This will just be a volume knob. It's actually a modulation level. Remember, the microphone is inputting into a radio to modulate the signal. This is an FM radio, so we're going to FM modulate, okay? The frequency will modulate back and forth with the voice. And how much modulation you do is set by this resistor. Okay, so that's the modulation level resistor. And there we go. That's the whole circuit there. Let's see if we can sort of find it here. The input has microphone input here, and it comes on this wire here, and it comes over right down in here, and then let's see here. Well, it's right next door to this LM324, so I think it might be the LM324 that's actually. So let's take a look here at the master schematic to see what's going on. Microphone comes in here. We have U4, and U4 is, we can look at our big green drawing. U4 is the LM324. So it is the LM324. We're only using 2 of the 4 op amps that are in there. So the little section for the microphone preamp is right in there. And since it's right in the middle, they didn't want to bring a trace all the way in, so they just used some wires here and they inject it right into the middle of the board. No connector, it's just soldered down. So doesn't make it easy to work on, but that's the way it's built.